Hello and welcome to another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. In each episode, we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+. On this episode, we're taking a look at a National Geographic documentary as we take a look at Before the Flood, narrated by Leonardo Decaprio. And stay tuned for our bonus story as we take a deeper dive into a Disney water park as we take a look at Blizzard Beach. And if you are enjoying these videos, I do ask that you please hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified with each new episode. But for now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, today we are covering Before the Flood. This was released on October 21st, 2016. It was directed by Fisher Stevens, and the narrator and star is Leonardo DiCaprio. The production companies were Rat Pack Documentary Films, Appian Way, Insurgent Docs, Diamond Docs, and Mandarin Film Production, and it was distributed by National Geographic Films. So there was no budget and there was no box office because it was released for public video. In terms of the production, DiCaprio would describe the project as a 3-year journey with director Fisher Stevens. His purpose was to create a sense of urgency when it came to climate change and offer solutions to solve the problem. He would travel to various areas around the globe to show that climate change is a global problem and that it needed to be solved. The documentary also shows behind-the-scenes footage of DiCaprio's film, The Revenant. In terms of trivia, the film was made available free on the internet between October 30th and November 6, 2016 as a lead-up to the U.S. Election Day. On Election Day, it would air on the National Geographic channel. The film would actually go on to win Best Documentary at the Evening Standard British Film Awards and the Hollywood Documentary Award at the Hollywood Films Award Ceremony. So, not a lot to this film. It is a straightforward documentary. In terms of recommending it, I think the documentary is really well done. The positives are they make the material really relatable to a general audience. They don't go into too much scientific explanation. It's more about what people can do to help solve the climate change problem. I also like how they focus on a global issue as opposed to just an American issue. In the film, they travel to Canada, India, China, and the US to show that it is a worldwide problem. I also like how he shows interviews with world leaders and experts in the fields of both climate change as well as in industry. I would definitely recommend this one as it is it's a great film, it's very entertaining, and it is very educational to show everyone how big of a problem climate change is. So definitely recommend this one. So as we move to our bonus story, we're going to take a look at Blizzard Beach. So this is a water park that is located in Bay Lake area in Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. This is the third water park that they would open, with its opening day being on April 1st, 1995. The design of the park was created by Imagineer Marshall Monroe. So with this water park, this one has an elaborate story. So according to Disney legend, a freak snowstorm hit on January 11th, 1977, and this would lead to Florida's first ski resort. However, ski lifts and toboggan runs would be installed around the mountain of snow. But because it's Florida, the warm weather, the snow quickly became mush, leaving a snowless ski resort. The owners were set to walk away when they heard the call of a blue gator sliding down the slide of a mountain. Ice Gator became the official mascot, and then he landed in a puddle, creating a huge splash, allowing the owners to see the potential of a water park. So in terms of the park layout, the park is separated into different slopes and different colors. And so the first color that we're going to look at is the green slope. And this is all single track water slides that are not meant for racing. And they're at the highest point of Mount Gushmore and can be accessed by foot or by chairlift. The first attraction is the Summit Plummet, which is the flagship attraction. And this is a 120-foot water slide and goes up to speeds of 60 miles per hour. This is the third tallest and the third fastest free fall in the world. There is Steamboat Springs, and this is the world's longest family whitewater ride at 1,400 feet long. And this sends guests through twisting turns of water slides and waterfalls, sitting upon a large blue raft. Each raft holds up between 4 to 6 people with handheld holds to hold onto. And then there is Slush Gator. This is a 90 feet tall snow-capped mountain body slide that sends guests up to 35 miles per hour. One of the few water slides where guests can get actually airtime, so you actually see them jump right off the slide. So we move on to the Purple Slope, and these slides have identical tracks and are meant for racing and can be accessed by pathway next to the Downhill Double Dipper. So the Downhill Double Dipper, great segue, is a slide-by-side racing tube with slides of 50 feet and 230 feet long. Guests can reach up to 25 miles an hour while passing by international racing icons. We move on to the Snowstormer, which is a mat slide water slide that has 3 separate tracks that are 350 feet long. Guests can lie stomach first on toboggan-style mats. Speaking of toboggan, there's the Toboggan Racers, which is an 8-lane water slide of 250 feet long that sends guests racing over dips, similar to the Snowstormers where guests lie stomach first. We move on to the Red Slope, and this is located actually at the rear of the park, and the only attraction they have there is the Runoff Rapids, which is a 600 feet inner tube run that sends guests through 2 open and 1 enclosed 2 slides passing through congregated steel pipes. And then we have the ground level at the base of the mountain. So the first attraction is the Meltaway Bay. This is a 1-acre wave pool at the base of Mount Gushmore, fed in by melting snow that creates short waves. There is the Cross Country Creek for those looking for a relaxing day. This is a 3,000 feet lazy river that travels around the perimeter of the park. For our younger guests, there is the Ski Patrol Camp, which is an area for preteens under the age of 12. And this contains the Leisure Pool, which is a pool containing icebergs that guests can walk around. Fahrenheit Drops, which is a T-bar attraction that drops guests into 8.5 feet pool of water. The Frozen Pipe Springs, which is a short body slide. And then the Cool Runners, which is wide open inner tube slides. And then there is the Tykes Peak for the little guests. And these are gentle slides that slide down gentle versions of the other slides so that younger guests can be included. And this area has actually been recently themed to the Frozen films. So you'll see Olaf in there as well. In terms of food, beverages, and merchandise, so we have the restaurant called Avalanche, which offers light snacks and refreshments. Frostbite Freddy's, which is a bar that serves alcoholic drinks. Lotta Wada Lodge, which is a ski lodge with patio seating serving quick service meals. There is the Polar Pub, which is a bar located next to the wave pool. IC Expeditions, which is an ice cream, dessert, and refreshment kind of cart. The Cooling Hut, which again serves refreshments. The Warming Hut, which serves warm refreshments and warm drinks. And the Shade Shack, which is actually a jewelry store and featuring pearls that they have dug up. Snowless Joe's, which guests can store their belongings in lockers as well as rent towels. And then, of course, being Disney, they have the Beach House, which is a merchandise store for those takeaways when guests are ready to go home. So I've done this once or twice, the Blizzard Beach Water Park. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. I recommend this for like a day guest, like especially in the fall and the spring for guests that are looking for something a little different than the parks. It is a full day experience, so it is there's lots to do there, and there's beaches there for those that just want to relax too. So definitely recommend it especially if you've done the parks multiple times. It's just a kind of a great add-on experience for those that are looking for something else to do. So thank you so much for joining us here on Disney Movie Investigation. I would love for anyone to please leave a comment below on what they think of Before the Flood, as well as if you've been to Blizzard Beach before, what is your favorite memory? So as we look forward to our next episode, we are going into the world of animation as we take a look at a modern favorite, as we take a look at Big Hero 6. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.